Welcome to the new Tivoli Storage Manager 711 Client Management Service function. This allows you to visualize problems found in the backup archive client logs and then helps you to diagnose those errors. It does this by collecting client log entries from the DSM error logs and DSM schedule logs over the past 24 hours and then analyzing these for known problems. It then highlights these known problems with recommendations on how to resolve those issues. Client Management Services runs directly on the TSM clients. It utilizes the Open Services for Lifecycle Collaboration specs, also known as OSLC. The Client Management Service software responds to requests directly from the Operations Center. The security between the Operations Center and the Client Management Service is the same as with the web client. It authenticates against the node TSM server using the TSM Operations Center admin account. The admin needs to have either system, policy, or client access ownership privileges for the specific node. Once the Client Management Service software has been installed on the TSM client, the administrator can go into the Operations Center, go to the Clients tab, choose the clients, and look at Details. They can then go into the Diagnosis area, and you will see it'll go and contact the Client Management Services, and the service that is idle will wake up and go and collect the client log entries over the past 24 hours. It'll then analyze those errors and send them back to the Operations Center. It can scan the log at about a rate of 6 megabytes per second, so we can handle a combined schedule and error log up to 500 megabytes. In the current Operations Center version, these client errors do not interact with the Operations Center alerts, and the errors are only collected if an administrator goes in and manually clicks on the Diagnosis button. Let's take a look at how to install the Client Management Services software on the actual client. Client Management Services is installed manually on the TSM clients. It's currently supported on Windows 32-bit and 64-bit, as well as Linux x86 64-bit. You will utilize the IBM Installation Manager to do the install, and you will download the code as part of the Operations Center. There's minimal configuration needed during the install. It simply asks for the directory and the ports, and it gives you defaults for these. Now that the installation is complete, we can use the Operations Center to prompt the Client Management Services to collect the information from the DSM error log and the DSM schedule log. So in summary, the Client Management Services function allows you to easily collect and analyze the errors that are found in the DSM error log and DSM schedule log over the past 24 hours. These errors will be collected into the client diagnosis field, where the administrator can analyze them and look at the recommended fixes for those.